why you sort of focus so much about the LGBT. You keep mentioning gay sex, but you don't mention straight sex. Why is there such a focus on the LGBTQ world?
Oh, I don't want pictures of sex in school. Any pictures.
So you don't think children should receive any sort of sexual education, straight or gay?
I said I don't want pictures of sex in school.
But you think that they should receive picture-free sex education?
What's happening, people? Buzz here. Interesting interview with Taylor Lorenz and Chaya Raichik, who, by the way, is the creator of Libs of TikTok. Libs of TikTok is basically an account on Twitter where Chaya or whoever else helps her post these outrageous and delusional clips from TikTok or wherever else, and just points out how, delusional these people and out of touch with reality some of these individuals are. Now, it's okay to say, hey, look at this person here. What is wrong with this person? Why are they dressed like a giraffe or whatever? What's up with these weird people in the furry outfits? What's going on? It's okay to point that out, but, threatening harm or whatever, it's not okay. So I'm definitely not saying, it's good for the people who are threatening harm to these people because, some people just need help. And that's okay to ask for help. You just got to ask for help. Anyway, this is America. You do what you want to do. So, people do what they want to do. Posted stuff to TikTok. And Chaya posted to her Twitter, which is completely okay. You put it out there for the world to see. It's going to get recycled to someone else's stuff. And then booyah. Now, Taylor Lorenz talked to Chaya in some DM messages, what she asked for her address repeatedly, and Chaya gave it to her in good faith. Now, what do you think Taylor did with that information? She doxed her. She put all of her information out there for the world to see so people can go and attack her and her family. Now, it's very interesting because Taylor, she had a face mask on. And I think it's 2024, right? I may be wrong here. Maybe it's still 2020. Oh, no, wait. It's been 4 years. We don't need to wear a mask outside. Seriously, now why? How come she has to wear a mask? What is she trying to hide her expressions of delusionalism? Her complete blank expressions? Because she kept trying to hit, Chaya with this, you're transphobic, you're this, you're that. Why can't people do da 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 da? But Chaya didn't fall for it. Let's take a look at this.
Like, why you don't speak up about the sexualization of kids?
I don't think it's a problem. I guess I don't see as much. If I saw an example of a child being sexualized, of course I have a problem with, certain things. I will actually, I will say.
So do you think we should give kids porn in school? The images of like gay sex?
I went to public school, and in public school, at least when I was growing up, we were absolutely given literature, explaining sex, educating people.
It had pictures of like anal sex?
Oh, absolutely. And it actually...
What? What school should she go to? Did they give them porno magazines? What is she talking about? That is an outright lie. I've never seen a school handing out pornographics and saying, hey, kids, this is anal sex. Never have I seen that.
They talked about condom use.
What grade?
God, I don't remember, but certainly probably middle school. I think that's when we had sex ed.
So you think like books like Genderqueer, This Book is Gay, we should give that to kids in school?
I have not read those books, so I don't know. But I do think that it's important to educate kids about sexuality, if nothing else, because, I have spoken to women that were abused sexually when they were young, very young. And one thing that they've told me is that they wish that they had the language to talk about it, and they weren't educated. They grew up I only know two that I've spoken to about this, but they've grown up in sort of societies where they weren't very educated about sex ed. They didn't receive sex ed in class. They went to a Catholic school or other types of schooling. And so I do think it's really important for kids to understand sex because, as we all know, a lot of teenagers can be sexually active. And I think sex education is important to promote, healthy attitudes, healthy understandings of sex. I mean, these are human bodies. You can't just expect to send kids off at 18 with absolutely no sex ed and then think that they can function in the world.
So we should give kids like pictures of gay sex in middle school and actually elementary school, some of them.
I guess I'm wondering what you consider that. I think.
Do you want to see a picture?
Well, I don't know, but are you talking about the ones that you've posted on your Twitter account? Yeah. I guess those don't look like what I received when I did sex ed, but I think sex ed is important because it actually helps.
So you didn't have those types of things when you were in school?
Oh no, we had sex ed.
I'm saying the images I posted on my Twitter.
When you had sex ed in school, did you not get books with graphic
with
imagery?
pictures of gay sex?
I remember. I don't remember how old you are, but I grew up in the 90s when HIV and AIDS was a big thing, and we certainly learned about gay sex in school.
So those pictures I posted on my Twitter.
Oh no, they were not teaching no one about gay sex in the 90s. Absolutely false. At best, I was 95 in the 2000s. I was taking, sex ed, fourth grade, fifth grade, whenever that is. Well, they definitely do not show you any graphic images of private parts. Now, they do talk about like genitalia diseases like, syphilis, crabs, herpes. They scare you. They scare you into not doing the deed because you're fifth grade, sixth grade. What are you thinking about doing the deed for? You probably ain't even hit puberty yet. Going through it at that time. Now, when you're a kid, you're gonna figure this stuff out. You don't need sex ed to know how to do the deed. People figure it out. We all got phones. Unfortunately, kids figure it out. They don't need the school to necessarily teach them about sex acts, which I don't think the government should have any business teaching any kids that. The parents should definitely do it themselves. If not, then they need to sign something to say, hey, yeah, go ahead and teach my kid this and that, but don't teach them that gay sex stuff. No, no, no.
Twitter, you had graphics like that?
I actually don't know. I don't remember, to be honest. But I do think that it's really important to
But
educate
knowing those
kids.
pictures, you seem to know very well what those pictures are. Do you
I
think
don't.
that?
I don't. I've seen
Oh,
you.
you kept referencing it.
Well, I've seen you post things,
then
but I
should
don't
pull
know.
it up.
But I think, yeah, I guess I feel,
Because we need to put this into context.
yeah.
By the way, look at her picture of her face on her shirt. Chai is wearing a picture of Taylor Lorenz's crying face on her shirt, and it's funny because Taylor doesn't have she's not showing her face. She has that face mask on, but she's scared to show her face for some reason. How come the left is scared to talk to the rights? Because they're wrong usually. It's because they're always in the wrong. The left used to be about, for the rights, for freedom, for this, for that. But now it's just F you if you don't go along to get along. You're effed. You're not liberal. You're a right wing extremist. You're a Christian national.
Well, we won't know the context, of course, because we don't know the context of how those things are being taught.
Oh, so we could give kids like pictures of gay sex as long as it's in the proper context?
I don't know. I mean, it's up to the educator to determine, right? I don't know. I guess I'm kind of curious, Kaya, why you sort of focus so much about the LGBT. You keep mentioning gay sex, but you don't mention straight sex. Why is there such a focus on the LGBTQ world?
Oh, I don't want pictures of sex in school. Any pictures.
So you don't think children should receive any sort of sexual education, straight or gay?
I said I don't want pictures of sex in school.
But you think that they should receive picture-free sex education?
No, I think we discussed this earlier.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm curious kind of how you're thinking, when you think about the way that you put out content and the way that you think about growing your media empire.
Here, this is a blowjob.
I don't know what book this is from.
Genderqueer.
Oh my
So should
gosh.
this picture of a blowjob be in elementary schools?
Oh my
I've
gosh. Okay, so I definitely can't show that on YouTube. But I'll just tell you what it is. It's basically a picture of a book that they were putting some poor kids' schools of showing someone how to do a blowjob, what it looks like. Now this is insane, people. Should not be in schools at all. We should have the right to tell our government, the public schools, what should and should not be in the curriculum. This right here should not be in the curriculum.
I've never seen a book like that in elementary schools, but I have no idea.
It has been. I
Okay.
posted about it, yeah.
So tell me a little bit
So
about.
should it be in elementary schools?
I have no idea the context. I have no idea.
So
the
in what context is it okay if it would be in
I
elementary
have
school?
absolutely no idea. I have absolutely no idea. I would not. I don't know, Kaya, because I haven't seen the rest of that book. I don't know what's in there. I don't know the context.
But there is a context that it would be okay to give kids pictures like that of gay sex, anal sex in
I guess
elementary
sex.
school.
I guess sex pictures in school. I don't know because you know who I would defer to on that. Just because neither of us are sex educators, I would defer that question to a qualified professional, a sex educator, and.
Oh my god. Defer to a qualified professional. What the hell is she talking? She has no answer. Just like all these press secretary, Karine Jean-Pierre, Joey, all these people that get up on these on the stages and say, I don't know about that. Defer to the so and so. Oh, we'll circle around back to that. They use this tactic to circle around actually answering the question, actually using the brain. How come these liberals or leftists, these woke idiots, cannot use their brain to function properly to have a coherent dialogue? Clearly, you cannot have books showing how to do a BJ in elementary school. Makes total sense. You don't need to have, a PhD to figure that out. But this lady, Taylor Lorenz, clearly is saying that because she doesn't want to answer it. She wants to avoid the answer because if she says the right answer, which is no, that should not be in the schools, people are going to label her as a Christian national, white supremacist, trans, everything. That's why she doesn't want to have a reasonable answer.
Say, hey, you're an expert. You've treated tons, you've educated tons of people. You're a full-time sex educator. You've really studied this. What are the appropriate boundaries? I don't think that myself as a journalist or a media personality, I don't think I'm the right one to make that decision. And I guess I'm wondering why
I have seen sex educators say that they want these books in schools. So then you're okay with it?
I think I would want to talk to the sex educator and rely on whatever the sex educators say.
Okay.
I'm wondering why you feel
The sex educators are probably just like her. We're gonna have to defer to my constituent over here. He has a couple more years of experience, and that person's gonna, oh, we need to refer to, Joey down the block. He knows more. They probably keep doing this circle around and defer to this, that, and no one knows who's actually giving the answers, who's actually making the agenda. They're all, I don't know this, I don't know that. Just like this woman right here, because they don't want to say that they're for showing children have to give BJs. Who's gonna want to say, hey, that's me? They need to know. That's insane, people.
like you're qualified to be a sex educator when you have no background in that?
I don't want to be a sex educator. I just don't want to give kids porn in school.
I totally understand. Tell me a little bit more
Reasonable.
about sort of, just to change.
Okay, so yeah, y'all see that. Y'all see how the left works. Y'all see, we you don't need me to explain to you how this conversation is about to go without even seeing this video. Just knowing a little context, you already know the left is gonna say, well, why are you transphobic? Or why do you say this? Why do you create content that promotes violence? Yada yada yada. And she's just, Chaya's just like, I'm just putting out what you guys are putting out. And putting a little caption just to point out how crazy society is getting, how downright out of touch with reality leftists are getting, especially people who want to sexualize children with books showing how to perform oral sex. Now, clearly, Taylor Lorenz needs to refer to, the sex, whatever, educational PhD bozo to put the blame on them because she doesn't want to be labeled that person, that, that pedo or that whatever, you name it. She doesn't want to get that on her because people would destroy her left and right. I mean, look at her. She's wearing that mask. She doesn't even want to show her face. Let's go check out Libs of TikTok's Twitter because she did post some stuff about it February 25th. I asked a masked Taylor Lorenz how old she is, and she refused to say. She claims it will harm her family if people know her age. Literally, what? Clown emoji. This is the same lady who showed up to my house, doxed me, and put my family in danger. What is she hiding? Why so secretive? Now, listen to this little snippet here. I guess Chaya must have recorded on her iPhone or something, and she posted it to her Twitter. Take a look.
How old are you?
Oh God, good question. I don't put it out on the internet.
Oh, on purpose?
Yeah.
Why?
Because people have done a lot of crazy shit to my family, and I don't put out my age, my birthday. Look at you, you know how it is. I don't want.
I mean, I've said many times I'm 29.
Yeah, I guess I don't want to put my birthday out there because I don't put my. I just.
Well, you don't have to put your
confirm.
birthday, just your age.
Yeah, I don't put it out there.
Why? How does it affect your family?
Well, it's my birthday. I don't want my birthday out there. That's
My birthday's not out there either.
It's not. Yeah,
No.
I guess mine is, and I don't want it. I don't want to confirm it. But it's not a. I mean, you can find. It's not hard to find my age if you Google. So it's not like a secret or anything. But there is such an obsession with it, and I do think it's.
Well,
kind of
I think it's because you're so secretive about it.
I know. I think probably that has a lot to do with
if you
it.
just said your age, I don't think anyone would care.
Yeah, I don't know. I like a little bit of lore, but you're probably right.
Jeez, she's so scared to put her age out there. She doxed Elizabeth TikTok creator Chaya. Literally put everything on the social media, and she doesn't want to give her age. What do you mean? Come on, you at least owe Chaya that. Give her an age. 30. My birthday's July 1st. What does it matter? You just said you can Google it. So if you can Google it, Why can't you say it? I find that hilarious, people. I don't know. What do y'all think about this? This is complete shenanigans that the left love to do. Clearly, Taylor Lorenz is just one of the many individuals who are just absolutely just loony toonies. You know what I mean? Just out of it, out of touch with reality, just going with the flow to stay, putting money in their pockets or, fighting the woke agenda. I'm for the left. I'm liberal. If you're not liberal, you're a Christian national. You're a right wing. They try to label Joe Rogan as a right wing, even though he says he's a liberal. The liberalism has completely went off the tracks. It's no longer liberalism. We all know that. Let me know what you think about this in the comments, guys. Like, comment, subscribe to BuzzView. See you on the next one.